Hello everyone, I am Miss Pinky. Welcome you all to the RKP online classes. I hope you all are doing well. Students, today we are going to start our next chapter. Chapter number 5, Decimals. Students, we have already discussed about fractions. And today also, first of all, let us see some interesting fractions. Here we have some figures and here I have written fraction for these figures. In this figure we have total 10 parts and out of 10, 4 parts are shaded. So fraction is 4 by 10. And here beta, here also we have total 10 parts and out of 10 we have total 6 parts are shaded. So fraction will be 6 by 10. And here we have total 100 parts and out of 100 we have 15 parts are shaded. So fraction will be 15 by 100. And here I have written 32 parts out of 1000. So fraction for this will be 32 by 1000. In these fractions, beta, these all are having 10, 10, 100 and 1000 as denominator. These fractions are called decimal fractions. Okay. Thus, we can say a decimal fraction is a fraction whose denominator is either 10 or 100 or 1000 or so on. Means क्या होगा बेटा, जो डेसिमल फ्रैक्शन होगी उसके अंदर जो हमारा डिनोमिनेटर है वो क्या मिलेगा हमें, या तो 10, 100, 1000, 10,000 और so on. Okay, and these fractions can be changed in another form also. Let us see how can we change these. Four by 10 is represented as 0.4, 6 by 10 is represented as 0.6 and 15 by 100 is equal to 0.15 and 32 by 1000 is equal to 0.032. Here these all are 0.4, 0.6, 0.15, 0.032. These are decimal numbers. Okay, these are called decimal numbers or decimals. Students, we know these are decimal numbers and a decimal number has two parts. Okay, a decimal number has two parts. अब देखते हैं बेटा कि वो two parts हैं कौन कौन से. Okay, one part is on the left side of this point. One part is on left side of this point and another part is on the right side of this point. And this part is called whole number part and this part जो right side में है उसको क्या कहते हैं हम, decimal part. This part is called decimal part and this dot, this point is called decimal point. Okay, understood? A decimal number has two parts. कौन कौन सा है, एक तो क्या होगा बेटा हमारा whole number part and second decimal part. Okay, जो left side में है वो क्या है whole number part and जो right side में है वो क्या है decimal part and this dot is called decimal point. Now students, let us see decimal place value chart. We have already discussed in previous chapters about place value chart of whole numbers. Okay, in that place value chart, place values have started from ones place. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000 and so on. But here beta we have two parts. Okay, there are two parts. One is whole number part and another is decimal part. and between these we have decimal point. This decimal point is separated, whole number part and decimal part. In this we have here left side. On left side of decimal point we have same places, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, like this. Okay, but in another side, right side, on right side of this point we have first of all tens place, then hundreds place, and then thousands, then 10,000s, and so on. And the fractional form for tens we have 1 by 10, and for hundreds 1 by 100, and for thousands we have 1 by thousands. 1 by 10 means 1 out of 10. 1 by 100 means 1 out of 100. And 1 by 1000 means 1 out of 1000. Okay. Now, if we observe carefully, then we can see that here, if we move from right to left, from right to left, values are increasing 10 times. Here we have 1 by 1000, but here 1 by 100, here 1 by 10, and here 1, 10, 100, thousands. Means values are increasing 10 times. But when we move from left to right, values are decreasing. Values are decreasing 10 times. Okay, because here we have 1 and here we have 1 by 10, and we can see here also, here we have 1000 and here 100, 10, 1, 1 by 10, 1 by 100, 1 by 1000. Okay, so when we move from right to left, values are increasing 10 times, and when we move from left to right, values are decreasing 10 times. Now students, here I have written one decimal number, and let us see how can we read this number. Beta, there are two methods to read it. Let us see how can we read. In both method we have to read whole number part as it is, but in decimal part, in first method for decimal part, we have to read every digit separately, but here we have only one digit, so we have to read it separately. But in second method, how can we read it? This whole number part we have to read as it is, but this part, जो decimal part होगा बेटा, उसमें क्या करना है हमें? We have to read the place name of last digit. The place name of last digit. Okay. So here we have 341.4. This is first method, 341.4, and this is second method, 341. In this also 341 as it is, because it is whole number part, but this part, this decimal part, we have to read 4 tens. Okay, 4 tens. इसमें हमने क्या रीड किया है? डेसिमल पार्ट में हमने रीड किया है ओनली 0.4, 341.4. ओके, बट इन दिस मेथड, इन सेकंड मेथड, इसमें हमने क्या रीड किया बेटा? जो ये है, ओके, यहां तक तो हमारा सेम है 341, बट हेयर वी हैव टू राइट एंड, नॉट पॉइंट. Here we have to write and here we have only one digit, और one digit है वो किस place पर है? It lies in tens place, so we have to write 4 tens. If here we have 7, then we have to write 7 tens. If here we have 5, then here we have to write 5 tens. Now students, let us see one more example. Here I have written 403.703. Okay. According to first method, beta, how can we read it? 403. 403 is whole number part. So we have to read it as it is. But this decimal part we have to read. In this decimal part we have to read each digit separately. Okay. So 403 point. This 4 we have to write point 703. Okay. But according to second method, how can we read this number? 403 as it is, whole number part as it is. But this part, इस part को हम कैसे read करेंगे? And for point we have to write and in another method. पहले वाले में क्या लिखना है हमें? Point, but in this we have to write and for this point. And this part 703 है बेटा इसमें हमारे पास. So we have to write 703 as it is. But साथ में क्या लिखना है हमें? We have to write the place name of last digit. अब ये देखिए कि जो हमारा last digit है उसका place क्या है? Means place value क्या है इसकी? What is the place value of 3? Thousands. Okay. So we have to write after and 703 thousands. Okay. Again, I am repeating this. Only second method. 403 and 703 thousands. And if we have here, if we have 743 means 743. So according to first method, we have to read 403.743. But according to second method, we have to read 403 and 743 thousands. Okay. If here we have only this. Okay. Means 403.74 will be read according to first method. But according to second method, we have to read 403 and 74 hundreds. Okay. अब की बार जो हमारा लास्ट डिजिट है वो कहाँ है? In hundreds place. So we have to read 74 hundreds. Okay. I hope you all have understood it.